Cheeky little beginner casket to get us going because I had the geode in the dev storage. What do we get from the beginner? Absolutely wonderful. What a brilliant beginner clue to start us off. Alright, so now we're going to be heading over to a familiar place. Need to grab myself the thieving cape. I didn't mean to click that. From the POH. I'm probably also going to grab the fishing cape just for a little bit of transportation. And then it is time to get cracking on another 1,000 easy clues. Okay, so I have been somewhat coaxed into doing some of the combat achievements just to get the tiny little 5% increase in getting easy clue scrolls. So we are in Chambers of Xeric right now. We are going to get ourselves a couple of tasks done in here just so we can get this first tier and get ourselves the 5% increase, which should help for the 1,000 easy clues that we're going to be hunting. That's one challenge done. Now we just need the second one, get the last 2 points, and that'll be the easy combat achievements unlocked. And there we go. That is the easy tier done. Very difficult. I had to put a lot of effort into that. I'm kidding. I appreciate the clan for helping me out here. The raid boys. Thank you very much for letting me leech these. I could have leeched more, but right now I'm just intent on getting the clue scroll increase. So, yeah. That's that done. I guess we go and get our reward from Gommel. I believe that includes a lamp. So that'll be a nice 5,000 Herblore XP. Can't complain. Thanks, guys.
Hi, YouTube.
Alright, Gommel. Thank you very much for the XP lamp. Apparently, in my previous clip, I said I was going to put this on Herblore. I lied. It's going on Slayer. I'm not really sure why I said Herblore. But anyway, let's go and slap this onto Slayer and get ourselves another chunk of Slayer XP. No levels here, unfortunately, but we will be working our way up through the Slayer levels and maybe even get a few more lamps in the future. Alright, time to go back to easy clues. We got ourselves 104 caskets so far, working our way through, and hopefully we can get a chunk more of these done. So, back to hand members, let's start thieving. Before we go ahead and do that though, I do want to say a quick thank you to Lord Ezio for the gift of a bond. I really do appreciate it, buddy. It really does help out with the series, so thank you very much. Alright, small little update clip while I do some clue scrolls in the background. I am recording this live though, this isn't a voiceover, which means I'm probably going to get distracted by what I'm doing because I am pretty awful at multitasking. But I do want to say that I am slightly behind where I thought I'd be, so this may take 2 episodes to complete, or maybe even 3 at this rate. I'm really hoping that it doesn't take too long. And it's not entirely to do with the clue scrolls themselves. I mean, I have had some really big... I mean, this is a problematic one. I can do this clue, but it takes me so long to get there. Let me demonstrate how I have to get there. Okay, so I don't have to teleport to POH. I can just teleport to Hosidius, but my POH is in Hosidius, so I kind of just misclick it sometimes. I have to go from here all the way. I have to run to here. So, like... It is such a long journey, and I mean, in theory, I could use this, but I have hardly any charges on it, and I have like a Master Ball complex, and if you don't know what that means, it means that I don't want to use it because it sucks to recharge it, so I don't like wasting it, basically. But yeah, the basic issue I have is I have to run all the way over, and like, you could say, in theory, I could unlock the train tracks, which, yes, would save me a little bit of time, but it doesn't save me much, because all it really does is it lets me travel to Shazian, which is simply up the hill. It's like saving me maybe 20 seconds. It's not a good way of getting there. And if I could find a better way of getting to here without having to, you know, run, basically, then I would do it. The only better way I can think of is Farming Gate teleport and then take the boat over. But the problem with that is I'm a level 3 and I'm going to get absolutely destroyed by Lizardmen. So that's incredibly risky to say the least. So I'm probably never going to do that. But yeah, this is one of the clues that I absolutely hate. But anyway, as I wanted to say, 2 of the reasons why this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. The first reason is because I consistently get clues that I can't do, which is annoying because I've looked at the list of clues that I can't do, and I think about 80% of them I can, and it seems at the moment like I'm just getting back-to-back-to-back clues that I cannot possibly do. They'll be like, wear a steel full helmet, equip a steel axe, wear studded armor, and it's always the same clues as well, and this is what frustrates me the most, is that it's not even like there's loads of different clues. I just keep getting the same clues that I can't do. Now, I know I'm a level 3, and I should really expect to not be able to do these clues, and it's not like I don't expect to see them from time to time, but it's just frustrating to see them so often. Currently, what the heck is hitting me? Jesus. This is why I carry this around, because I just got absolutely beaten up by that thing. It's also why I don't def storage, as you've probably worked out by now. I'm also pretty sure these guys aren't aggressive, and I'll get back to what I was saying in a minute, but I'm just going to run through and hope. I've run through this a few times, and they don't seem to attack me, so yeah, we seem pretty good. They're not aggressive. But the spider that you can't see on the minimap is, which is really annoying. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so not only am I finding all of those clues, which I'm getting about 50% of the time that I get a clue, very frustrating, but also I've had a lot going on in real life, and it's really hard to do clue scrolls on the side, because I have to kind of like invest my full attention to it. Mainly the getting the clue scroll, because I have to be spam clicking on hand members, and that can get really attention needing, because it's quite hard to like trap them in an area and then pickpocket them, and also I've not got that much space, so I have to keep dropping it with shift clicking. It gets quite annoying, it gets quite inconvenient, so that's been slowing me down a lot as well. But we do have 207 so far, so we are a fifth of the way there. I've still got another week until this video goes up, and then obviously it'll be another 3 weeks until the video goes up after that. So 4 weeks to do 800 clues, I think is doable. It really depends on how unlucky I get with the clues and how my life is going at the time, and how much time I can invest into doing them, basically. So I'm kind of hoping that I can get all this done, at least before the next episode after the one you're watching now, because that would be wonderful. I honestly, I just really am keen to open all of these, so probably more keen than you guys are. Opening another 1,000 clues is going to be a lot of fun. I also want to say that when we get around to opening these clues, I remember last time I did 1,000 clues, people kind of got a bit annoyed that I let a lot of the stuff just drop, and I gave it all away. So what I'm probably going to do this time is attempt to basically transfer over for bond money all the extra stuff, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that I get that I already have. So like, even if I get the Cape of Skulls, for example, I already have it, so I might as well use it for bond money. So there's going to be a lot of value that gets traded over that I don't need on this account. There's only a few things that I do really want on this account for the collection log. I do really want to also get the Bob shirt that I'm missing, and I believe there is a trimmed armor piece as well that I don't have in the house. I'm going to have to work out what that is fairly soon, so I can make sure that I look out for that when I'm doing clues, because obviously it's not going to pop up at the top of the screen. So that's what we're looking for with the clues. Like I said, got 792 clues to do, so I guess I'll go back to the hand members and get myself RSI by spam clicking on them. Also, these spiders don't attack you, but the ones in Shazian do. Interesting. Hello, and welcome back to another clue scroll clip. This clip is being recorded on the day of the upload, so this is going to be fairly accurate to where I'm at by the time you watch this video. We have 327 clue scroll caskets, and I believe in the previous clip I was saying about how I was getting really unlucky. Well, to put it into perspective, yesterday when I was doing clues, I got 5 clues in a row that I couldn't do. It's not that common. I just got really unlucky. And then, obviously, there are times where I'm sitting here doing this, it takes forever to get a clue, which can really, really slow me down. At the moment, it seems like I'm getting about 100 or so a week. Not as fast as I'd have liked it to be, but I am going to keep pushing forward, and we are going to get the 1,000 done. But what I want to do to add some content into the middle of this is when I hit 500 and we're halfway to the 1,000 mark, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start collecting myself some Nightshade, and we are going to work on getting ourselves some Poison Dynamite, so we can finish off some quests that I should have done as soon as they released Poison Dynamite, but I've been putting it off because I was being a bit lazy. One of the main ones for that is One Small Favor. I've wanted to do that for ages, and now that we can do it with ease, I'm happy to give it a try. That will give us some lamps, which we can use on Slayer XP, which is great. Also means I can tick off a yellow quest on my quest log, because obviously I've got the Guthix Rest, which means I had to start the quest, and it's nice to be able to finish it. A second one that I want to do is the Feud. Now, there's not really a major benefit to this, for me in particular, but it does give me access to Ali Morrisane's shop, which would allow me to sell blood runes if I decide to make them in Zaya. I probably won't, unless I'm going to go for the Runecraft pet, because the issue with making blood runes in Zaya is that I'm a level 3, there's a couple of skeletons there that can kill me, so I can't risk Death Storaging, and because of that, I'm going to have an inventory half full of stuff. Even if I use a looting bag, I can't put untradables in it, so I can only carry like half my stuff in there anyway. They'll be very limited on inventory space, and it'll be kind of like when I made the soul runes for the POH stuff. That'll basically be what my inventory looks like, so chances are I won't do that, but if I do happen to do it, I guess at least then I can sell them to Ali Morrisane for some money. All things considered though, I think 327 clues in 3 weeks isn't that bad. Considering I've been solely doing it, maybe it's a little bit worse. But I'm pretty happy with our progress so far, and I'm very much looking forward to finishing this off and getting ourselves another 1,000 easy clue scroll caskets, opening all of them up and seeing what we can get. I'd like to think we can finish off the collection log, but I reckon there's going to be like 3 or 4 items that we just don't get, and I might have to do another 1,000 in the future to try and tick them off. But that just means you get to see more caskets opened. So that sounds pretty fun. Anyway, I'm going to end off this episode here. I think it's a little bit shorter than the usual mark, but I have been working very hard on clues, and there's not much to show for it. So once we get to 1,000, it'll be a nice big episode, and we'll be able to enjoy that. So I will see you guys in the next episode, where we will probably be working on some cheeky little quests, because I should almost definitely hit 500 clue scroll caskets before the next episode. Unless, of course, the game decides to scam me ridiculously. We shall see. Take it easy, guys.